Yo, hello, hello. Hello, my daytime friends. How are you? Welcome to a very gentle daytime stream. Oh, yo, what is good, guys? What is good? Happy Monday. Oh, let's not waste any time. I'm just gonna get some artwork done. It is a little bit warm today. I don't know if you've heard. So I'm mostly just gonna focus on the draw. Oh, look at the bags under my eyes. I am not a morning person, so I do apologise if I seem grumpy. I'm not in a bad mood at all, but I'm just so tired. Mystic Waffles. I forgot I had this in a browser. Your voice scared. Sorry. Yo, Nero Mage. Good morning. How are you? Chameleon S. Hello. Did I just spot some golden boy? Eva, how you doing? Turn the AC on and put your sleepy avatar in the corner of our screen. I am sorely tempted. We're gonna see how we go, but I might slip into an avatar majigger now. It's a very warm day today, so I've got my beanie on, and I've got a nice piping hot cup of tea here, but it's not brewed yet. Yo, it's Tommy Funko. How the devil are you doing? Yeah, not too bad, man. It's very, very warm today, so we're taking it really easy. A very low energy stream because number one, I'm tired in the mornings. And number two, it's just a good shout really. I don't want to be bouncing all around the place whilst the temperature's so hot. I need an implement to stir my tea. I'm just looking around my room trying to work out what I can dip in my mug without it giving me food poisoning. Yo, Naru, have a very good evening, question mark, at work. Look after yourself, man. Thank you very much for popping me in on a little bit of lurk. Seven Seas, hello there. Sayora, I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Kira Wong, how are you? What's the really scary in haunted houses and your points? Is it the ghost itself, or what happened with people like jump scare? Kira, I'm not 100% sure if I understand what you're saying, but hello and how are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. If I've completely missed what it is you're getting at, just let me know. I hope you guys are doing good. So yeah, we're just going to draw. I'm not going to... Let me stir my tea, but we're not going to do much today. Other than I'm just going to start drawing. So I appreciate you being here, but you know what a day stream's like. Everybody's asleep in America, and I've got work to do. What can I... Got some malwam. Okay, I'm too lazy to go downstairs to get a spoon, because basically you can't see, but this door, can you still hear me from here? This door is now flush again. I've got it so that the aircon is flush against the door and the shelf, and Danny DeVito is redirecting the air a bit more directly towards me. So it's kind of, it's not airtight, but it's kind of sealed round here, so that I'm getting good, cool environment. But it means I don't want to open the door and flood all the hot air in. Yo, Chizen, how you doing? Itami, thank you very much, by the way. Naru Michael, thank you so much for the 39 months. That is massive of you. Not unless you're a night owl like me. Ah, Nero Mage, you're one of those antisocial types. Hey, Kira. Mystic Waffles. Oh yeah, no, I've just talked to you. And Itami, thank you so much. Itami for the 31, Naru for the 39 months. Comic Book Guy coming in with the Prime. Comic Book Guy on the 2-month Primo. Thanks for juicing me up with them Primes. I appreciate it, man. Hey, Mikey, thanks for all the tutorials you've done. They've really helped. Hey, you're welcome, dude. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, man. It's like a, you know, I'm hardly raising funds for the Ukraine war effort or anything, but it's a pleasure to enjoy doing a thing which other people also want me to do. I like making them, and it helps some people. Win-win. Winner. Excuse me, I'm having some malwam. Oh. This might be disgusting, but it's just occurred to me that this piece of malwam is one of the few things that won't give me food poisoning if I stir my tea with it. Can I reach my tea bag in there? Where is it? I just need to stir the tea bag up so it's near the surface. Otherwise it's never gonna brew properly. I burnt my fingers. Okay. That wasn't the best idea. What I'll do is I'll use a fresh piece next time. Maybe I better go wash my hands. Okay, I'm gonna go get a spoon actually after all. Can you guys bear with me 1 minute? Oh, I'll put on words on stream. You guys like that? Let me go get you words on stream and I'll be right back. Wrong thing. By the way, this is why I don't do daytime streams. I don't have very good judgment in the morning because I'm not a morning person. So do forgive me if I offend anyone of anything stupid. It's just not what I'm used to. Okay, you go play this for a minute. I'll be right back. Yo, future stupid. Hey, welcome on in. Good afternoon. Good daytime. Good morning. Oh, nucleus. Well done. Famous art potato. Ew, I just wanted to say your tutorials have helped me get through an art slump. After 6 months of barely drawing. Thank you so much, man. I managed to complete a crap ton of projects. Hey, yo! You're welcome, dude. You're welcome. Thank you very much for even bothering to watch my videos. You know, we know here at mikeymegamega you have a choice. But I really appreciate you saying that, dude, and I'm really glad they were of some help. Yo! Here's to you and your projects. You can't see me, but I'm about to sip some tea in your honour. Wait, 1 sec. Hold on, guys. I'm going to play with you this time. Whilst I have my tea. So we're going to do a joint round together, everybody. Fingers at the ready. Famous. Cheers, dude. So, Mikey, what were really scary and haunted houses in your view? Okay, Kira, I think I understand your question. Kira, thank you for persevering. In my point of view, what makes for a really scary haunted house? What are some of the scariest things? Ghostly encounters based on personal guilt. That's pretty fucked up. Booby! Uber! No. Oh, robbery. I think I'm too tired to play this. I'm gonna let you guys play. That and skeletons. We watched a ghost story together during the never-ending live stream, and in the end, there's a guy who he tricks his wife into committing suicide because he has a skeleton on a pulley system. It's a black and white movie. He scares her with a pulley skeleton. It's like they've got an acid bath in the bottom of the house. Anybody? Is that what haunt? Wait, is that what the Haunting of Hill House was? The original? Os vidos. Dios veros. Oh. Oh. Hey Eva, welcome back. What food do you have? Tell me all about your delights. A platter of treats. Eva, you're up late. What time is it where you are? Oh. I made paella. Mmm. Okay, well done, guys. We're not. We gotta. I gotta do some artwork. Actually, I'm gonna let you play one more round because I haven't organised any reference pictures. I was gonna look for some nice colour palettes and some pretty pictures for our dumpling. So I'll give you guys one more bang, and then bear with me. I'm just clicking around on my own folders. Oh. What I'm doing is I'm just scrolling through this folder on extra large image mode, and I'm just seeing, like, I don't care what the picture is, I'm just seeing if there's a nice combination of colours. I ideally want something that's purple with those really warm sunset tones, purples and oranges. Okay, there's some actually lovely examples in here. This is quite accessible, and this folder doesn't have titty. This is just my scenes, aesthetics, and colours folder, which is... I'm just scrolling through it to make sure. This is actually safe for work. Is it definitely all the way? Yeah, it is. Okay, I can share this with you guys. Some of the artwork in here is insane. I'm in love with just looking at stuff. Pretty much everyone is. Okay, guys, let's get some work done. Thank you very much for vibing with a little bit of weás. What have you had to eat, Mikey? How are you feeling? Hey, good morning, Staz. How are you? Staz, how's your localization going? Are you taking any citizenship exams? Are you studying the language? Always nice to see you, Staz, you lovely egg. Eva, I have had half of a rump steak, because it was too big, and I'm obviously, I eat portions now. Half a rump steak, half a cucumber, sliced, a big tomato, and a few slices of Cathedral City cheddar. And on the steak, I put a little bit of garlic and white wine vinegar sauce. So yeah, how are you, Eva? What's in your paella? What's your mix? Yo, Nikki G vibing in with a 5-month resub. Nikki, thank you so much. Nikki, I'm very tired today. I'm having a very sleepy day stream. But thank you very, very much. I hope life is good. In your honor, we will do some illustrating, shall we? Let's get to work. Nikki G, you're delicious. Reiku, how are you? Okay. So yeah, Daystream. Today is a very hot day in England. So I've got a lovely hot cup of tea to cool down. And then we're going to take it easy. We're going to have a very quiet, settled day. Because I don't want to get... I sometimes get a bit hyper when I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm just excited to see you. I don't socialise much. But we can't get hyper today. I want to sit still and relax. Have a bit more mawam now. Me too, it's 5 AM. Just woke up. Wow. Hey, thanks for vibing. Oh, Eva, did you tell me what time it was when you live? No, Mikey, I don't give away my time zone, actually. It's step 1 towards being doxed. Alright, Eva. Alright, mate. It's every seafood thing that I have at home. With ricey and spicy. It's what you make when you've got a little bit of everything left over. Nice. At 3 AM. Oh my god, you started to ask me a question. I got hit with an advert. Stads, it's too late. I threw the ring away. I assumed you meant no. I chucked it. Oh. Wait, which finger does it go on? Too late, mate. Oh, Staz. Oh. I was asking how settled you are, Staz. Are you studying the language? Are you applying for citizenship? Have you already done these things? I just wanted a little update, see what you're up to. Anyway. Excuse me chewing loudly. Okay, now we were working out. Let me start recording. What we're working out with our little dumpling was how to make this Faraday cage with a ghost. And I forgot. I was trying to do it weird. I forgot to skew it or distort it. So, I'm going to do this. Then we're going to center it. Now that it's centered, we've got to remember to skew it. I wish I had a life, let alone style and a lifestyle. Chaos Shinobi, welcome on in. Aww. No, I don't. I say that all the time. Oh, I wish I got out more. I wish I could come to your wedding. I wish I could socialise. Oh, Tommy! Victorious. Oh, Tommy! Alright, let me get this out. Such a lazy Jedi. Oh, Tommy, it's too hot for Jedi action. There we go. Itami Funko has just dropped 5 gift subs. Itami, thank you for the 5 big ones. Landing on Pixel Kid, Captain F Magic, Bandit Beard, DX64, and Mort Bread, Dead Bread. Oh, it's brown bread, mate, isn't it? It's brown bread. Yeah, don't check for a pulse. We already did. All you lovely people are now full-on citizens of the Megaverse. You can download my art for free in Discord, including this when it's done. Itami Funko, you're very handsome. If you've just received a gift, though, might be worth saying thank you to Itami. My son. Thank you, ma'am. What was Stas saying? I'm getting there. The language is tricky, but I'm persevering. I'm currently studying programming so I can get a job before Christmas. The job market here is pretty brutal, really. Hey, good for you, though. Pretty impressive. Now, here's the secret. Can I skew? I think skew is what I want. And I'm going to take this middle point to about the middle of these two bars. And this middle point up to the middle of these two bars. And then, because it's elliptical, I'm also still going to flatten it. Oh, wrong kind of shift. Oh no, what does this do? Oh, let's not do that. I might put on some ambient Lord of Rings in a minute. Ooh. I've just managed to not quite get that to stick. Okay, one sec. Well, that goes to here. And then tiny bit of skew. Lock it in place. Let's duplicate it. I think I want some of these vertical grills to be a lot thinner, like a fine bird cage, as opposed to equally thick all the way around. I think equally thick all the way around. Although I want big, thick dumpling shapes, I just don't think it works for this type of thing. Something a bit closer to that. Okay, and now I'm just going to do this whole thing again for a slightly further... Wait, I need to... What do I need to do? I need to dupe and rotate it. Dupe. Rasterize. Merge. Flip. Flip to the flappity, hippity hoppity. The lazy Jedi Master confirmed. I am the laziest of Jedi. Grant you a seat on a council, do we? With the rank of Grandmaster, we do not. Which Star Wars character do you identify with the most? Ah, Eva. Yoda. Was not make one great. Yoda, definitely Yoda. What about you, Eva? Which Star Wars character is your vibe? Everyone in chat. Now, it's not who do you want to be, not who do you wish you were, but who are you in Star Wars? Being a new artist is so rough. It's hard to draw anything you want because it's bad. You don't draw anything you want to find out it's not fun, and then you don't draw because you're bad and not having fun. And you can't draw anything because you want. Sounds like you're being a bit harsh on yourself. I wouldn't associate how much fun I'm having with whether or not I think I'm good or bad. I'd measure the fun based on the enjoyment of the process, not the quality of the outcome. How is this still so weird? I don't think I've skewed this correctly. I think I was doing really well with my skew program. I think I've done maybe uneven skewing. Okay, bear with. I've got this. This time I'm feeling really confident. I found out what the method is. We just haven't quite nailed the... Let's go here. Here's a thing. Here. Move it to the middle. Hello? Okay. Now I want even skewing. So this time I use distort, but I can press a key or something and it will flick up and down. Jawas. Houdini. I'm an extra. Staz is the lesbian who kisses in the background in a scene that's shot separately so they can remove it before it gets sent to China. Eva's never watched Star Wars. So you're talking about the guy who is most goat-like. Yoda has some goat-like quality. Yoda's a little... How dare you? How dare you? I am Captain James T. Kirk. Yeah. Okay. Bunch of wrong-uns. Right, so I can do this, but there's a way to do this so that it doubles on both sides. Ah. Oh, I just went outwards a bit. Does it do that on both sides? Oh, this is perfectly what I'm looking for in life. Okay. Okay. And that should... Okay, this should... Wish me luck. So here's the moment of truth again, as to whether or not this actually works. We dupe it, we raz it, we merge it. Rehoz it. There we go. That looks a bit more equal this time, doesn't it? Okay, let's try that again. Just one more. Yes, that's for one. How are you guys? Guys, thank you so much for joining me on a Monday morning. Mondays are meant for morning. We are having a very, as you can tell, we're having a super simple, relaxed daytime. Let's just work out a little picture today. Let's just enjoy the afternoon. I want to make something cute and sweet and full of weapons and stuff, or like full of really nice clouds. I'm trying to channel Sim's art and pretend that I'm like him. And eventually we'll find something that we love. Now, perfectly centered. Vibe this up here. That over there. Ba -ba -ba. 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 -ba. Now, let's go into that double-sided skew, because that was great. That did everything I needed immediately. What is it, Alt? Okay, let's bring it in a little bit. Double skewy. I think I need to squeeze this down a little bit more. His art is so cozy. Oh yeah, it's delicious. Oh, thanks for shouting him out. Oh, Taser, how are you doing, by the way? If you're trying to vibe with Sims, then you need to draw witches and ghost cats. Oh no, I don't want to step on his toes. Sims owns ghost cats and witches IP. He'll sue me. Sims art, Sue's art. Hey, Sims will take you down quicker than Walt Disney. duplicate this. Make it a little bit bigger. Do they both need to go around and out more? Because of a slight foreshortening of a circle. Can I work this both together to work out that answer? Let's just scale it a little bit more. Only a tiny bit. Maybe. Same again. Double, dupy, rusty, merger. Hip to the hop to the whoops, flippity flap. I'm ready for bed. And I'm about ready for bed. Okay, now I just need to make these other ones also just come back in a little bit. Hey Artsy Wolfie, how you doing? I hope you all are having a lovely day. Or evening. Some of you guys are still enjoying your Sunday night. Late. Okay, I think that's actually worked. Now I just need to work out which ones are the ones that we're keeping. Which ones are the ones that we're getting away. Finish some art and you've got work in a couple hours. Oh, Artsy Wolfie, where in the world are you? You're England, right? Are you the one who's like Northumbria or something? Am I? Do I have any memory at all? Nottingham. Answer my question. Mikey, random question. If you could trap any animal, fish, birds, etc., to be used as your personal weapon, what would that be? If I could trap any animal to be used as my personal weapon, like, I would trap it against its will with the intent to then unleash it upon someone else. Honey badger. Mate, honey badgers don't give an F. Honey badgers are mean motherfuckers, and they're immune to a lot of poisons. Instead of dying from lots of poisons, they go for a nap and they sleep it off. This is real. Yeah, probably a honey badger. What about you guys? If you could trap any animal in a cage, then rattle that cage so that it's really angry, and then release it upon your enemies in life, what would you pick? And if you had a honey badger trapped in a room with you, or I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. It would mess you up. A sloth? Oh, Artesa, I'd feel really guilty about rattling a sloth cage. I don't think I've got it in me to do that. Oh wow, look at this neon pop. I love that her weight is actually pressed against the inside part of the heel of her shoe. So she's really there, so to speak. She's leaning in a fascinating manner off of this balcony. It's borderline like Escher. I feel like there's two different versions of Up in this piece. It's so weird. Excuse me, burping. I'm not knocking it, by the way. It's just really messing with my idea of composition. Wow. There's like two different upward surfaces. Yeah, nice work. Yeah, what music shall I put on whilst I'm relaxing? Lord of the Rings is good. Any other soundtracks that are even better? Oh, do you know what? We haven't been on YouTube for a while for soundtracks. Is lo-fi hip-hop still a thing? I heard they got shut down by a fake DMCA claim. Did they open back up? The end of an era. Lo-fi hip-hop getting shut down is just insane. Hey, yo, Drago0515. Number one, Drago. Thank you so much for using Prime. Yeah. Drago, I hope you're having a lovely day. Cheers for the 3 months. You can continue to download my art for free in Discord, my way of saying thank you. And Joe, I appreciate the kind words. How are you? We're just working out how to make this cage work. Let me know if this is too loud or annoying. The city she's in has a strange level of verticality. Tried to make it seem slightly strange. Oh, in that case, you succeeded perfectly. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to put all of these guys in a folder. Turn that folder TFD. I'm going to work out where some of these layers are. Yo, thank you for the follow. And then I might just nudge this whole folder up. Ew. Okay, let's turn it down some more. It's about 38, 36. I'm going to want a sharp eraser tool for this. Precision erasing. Hello, thank you for the follows. Hi guys, good morning. It's a daytime stream, or very, very, very late if you're in America. What's up, princess? Mishi, if you keep calling me princess, I'm going to expect you to buy me dinner. Oidim, thank you very much for saying. Welcome on in. Oh, Emilia, what are you showing? Let's have a look. Can you tell me what you ting? I ting this is gorgeous. There's a big range of textures going on here. I like a lot the scattered implied flowers in all of the long grass. I think that works really, really well. The disappearing off into the distance is working great. And the sense of it being like around about golden hour, the real sense of the sun slowly setting is fantastic. Some of your shadows are going from left to right, but your sunset is in the visual middle left distance. But other than slightly incongruent shadows, the overall feeling from that is really lovely and really warm. Yeah, it's a really strong piece so far. Nice. Hello, this is the first time I've seen you stream. Who are you drawing? Shadow Sedo, how you doing, man? Welcome on in. We are doing just a character we made up in another art stream. This is a race of characters that I've created called... They're mine. No, you can use them. They're a race of characters I've created called dumplings. They're little short stacks. So we're trying to keep all of our shapes round and soft feeling and squishy. But we're doing a dumpling night, and basically we just made up everything as we went along. There was no game plan in the other stream. So now I'm just seeing if I can actually put her in an environment that's going to be interesting. I wonder if my opacity should be on like 80 something. That brushstroke is feeling a bit punchy. Yeah, here we go. Shall I turn this down a bit? Lake Hawks, how you doing, man? Good morning, greetings from Argentina. Argentina, yo, cool. Saludos desde England, amigo, ¿qué tal? I'm following your drawings on YouTube and helped me a lot to introduce me on art. And dibujar. Yo, awesome, man. Hey. Short and stacked, indeed. The dumpling race is very popular in my possibly safe for work comic manga. Asterisk on the possibly. I've not really measured this out very well. What I should have done is actually got the precise angles and put it on here. I mean, it's okay. It's not a problem. This is a relatively simple piece, so I don't have to be so precise. So this is the thing. Sims does a lot of stuff by hand, and it all works together so well. And he's not hyper precise about it. He makes sure it all sits correctly. And I need to learn to let go and embrace some of that feeling as well, so I can actually get stuff done. McDonald's or Chuck E. Cheese? Mishi, we don't have Chuck E. Cheese in England, so I'm afraid I have to go with McDonald's. For better or for worse. Oh, Rim, hey, thank you. Thank you, I'll work on shadows a bit more. Emilia, your shadows were great. It was just for direction, that's all it was. You just want to, like, you know, I'm sure you know this, but you put your sunset right in a left distance. So you just want to start from there and imagine a straight line coming back towards all your objects. And that's the direction of your, you know what I'm saying. Does anyone want to get me an ice cream? What was that thing on Twitter? The secret to free food is to walk into any main restaurant and just say you're with Uber Eats and see if they give you anything. Yo, Artsy Wolfie! Thank you very much for dropping a gifto onto Wraithborn. Artsy Wolfie, I will buy an ice cream with that subscriber money. Thank you so much. Yo. One guy was saying he opened an Uber Eats account as a collector. He signed up to Uber Eats and so that he could get free food. And he didn't make a single delivery. And apparently they're so slow with their feedback. It was like a couple months before they fired him. He was just like, yeah, I didn't deliver a single thing. I just went and got the food and ate for free all the time. Just collect it and ate it. It's a bad set of advice, Mikey. That's going to get people in trouble. What are you talking about? This is great advice. This is the top tier advice live stream. I'm here for you guys to help with all that sweet, sweet knowledge. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Is there no sound effects? Can you guys not hear any sound effects? By the way. I'm very old fossil. How you doing? Yes. Yes. Anyway, hello. How are you doing, very old fossil? Welcome on in. We're doing a little dumpling night. I've already been thinking up the lore for what she's doing, because dumplings aren't famously warriors. They're a bit more, they're halfway between high elves and hobbits. And they're super chill and laid back and open-minded, unlike high elves who are a little bit racist. But they do have really good magics. They're a little bit underestimated as a species. They're quite competent magic users. And because they're not as fascist as the elves, they embrace different magical techniques, which lets them do a little bit more stuff. So the idea that one of them might be a spirit slinger, like maybe she's picked up a job for like some human king or like some elves, but if she's working for the elves, they've given her like the shit job to guard down like in the basement or something. They wouldn't have a front and center. They'd pretend they're woke, but you know, they're not. It's like the WWF notes in the 80s they got. This is a real life comment they had in the notes for a WWF production in the late 80s, and it was simply said, "No more black children's faces in the center cam." That was literally it. Move more white people into the background of the crowd on the center cam because it's getting too black. Pure class. Pure class. It's almost like Vince McMahon isn't a very nice guy. Nah, that can't be right. I watched you on YouTube for many months, and it's the first time streaming. Well, very old fossil, number one, thank you very much for watching my videos. I appreciate that. Number two, I hope your Monday is going very well. It's very warm where I live. Cheers. Number three, what kind of stuff do you like to draw? Number four, don't feel like you have to answer any of those questions if you don't want to. Number five is alive. Number six, Bellatrix. Hey, whatever happened to Bellatrix? There's an art streamer called Bellatrix. I'm assuming she just became a professional model or something. She was quite gorgeous. But she was a really friendly, chill dude. Hope she's having a good time wherever she is, out in that big wide world. Fit girls and stuff, mostly guns and soldiers. Yeah, awesome. Girls with guns is such a big popular genre. I've never broken into it because I don't know how to draw guns. No, I barely know how to draw girls. But I'm always tempted. I'm just like, yo, that shit be popping. Maybe I want to draw anime girls with guns. Ooh. I kind of confused myself a little bit. I think we're almost there. Do you want me to send you some references of my arsenal? Not now, Itami Finko. But in general, yeah, quite possibly, actually. Um, like, I don't get how some of those anime artists draw guns so accurately. I assume they have images or the measurements. Or they're just very experienced at what they do. I follow an account which is just Japanese girls with airsoft guns doing cosplays and shoots. They've got like loads of tactical armor. Oh, posture check. Excuse me. Yummy potato. Oh, a few clicks on the back. Thank you. Oh, no music is playing for the stream. Wait, so the entire time that I've been saying stuff like, can you hear the music? Blah, blah, blah. All you've been hearing is Mikey. Oh yeah, I didn't turn this on. One sec. Oh wow. You guys have been getting like only 50% of the audio experience the entire time. For what it's worth, I'm super tired. Sorry if I missed anything. Big Black Whale, how the devil are you doing? Big Black Whale, I'm so sorry if your 500 bitties set off an alert that didn't happen audio-wise. All I can suggest is refunding you those bitties, but I don't know how. Follow Whisper Permit. Message mod. Dude, I don't know how to refund you. Yo, I can give you a gift sub if you like. It's kind of worth 500 videos. I'm so sorry, Big Black Whale. You totally missed out on any loud sound effects. So let me hit, at the very least, let me hit you up. One sec. Bear with. I have to do it in a really particular order at my end, otherwise stuff doesn't work. Ah, yeah. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Yo. Hey, please enjoy that gift sub for the sake of those 500 bitties you dropped to no effect. I really do appreciate that, dude, by the way. Please don't think that I don't. I'm just so sorry that I didn't get the we've only just turned on the audio properly. Look, I'm not a daytime person, so I'm a little bit half cut, and I appreciate everybody's patience. You're all very handsome. Have I said how handsome you guys are? Yo, Big Black Whale, you can now download my art for free in Discord now that you're a sub, by the way. my way of saying thank you to subs is just getting my subs vibe. And eventually you'll get this when she's done. Now, I'm going to disappear for a wee. I'll be right back. Thank you, I love you. No. Thank you, dude. Thank you. My pleasure, my pleasure. I half got out of my chair and my light started going off. one second. I'll go for a wee in a minute, shall I? one minute. Where's my, yo, hello. Dragon Pact, thank you very much for that raid. Dragon Pact, how you doing? Don't mind me, Dragon Pact, I'm just bursting for a wee. I just got up, and the moment I started getting out my chair, my light started flashing. I was like, oh. But now, no, hey, Dragon Pact, welcome on in. Dragon Pact, how was your stream, and what were you up to? Actually, do you know what? I'm glad you came here, because you've just reminded me to pause my recording. That's worked out great. Yo, what have you been up to today, Dragon Pact? Tell me all about you. Also, one quick sec. Oh, you're an Apex boy. Nice. Let me give you a quick follow. Dragon Pact, who do you main? I'm so excited to read your answer that I'm going to disappear and go for a wee. But when I come back, I want to hear all about who you main on Apex and why. Don't be mean to Octane players. That's what I say. We're trying our best. Ponji. Hey, thanks for your patience. Wait, now I can't hear any music. Has it just gone quiet? Yo, hello. I've got some water, some cold water, one sec. I'm a caustic and a revenant player. Oh, I'm terrified of people like you. First Arsex, how you doing? Arkex? Wait, what did I just say? Arsex? First time Arsex. Just remember to prepare first. And wait till it's their birthday. I'm a variety streamer. Mostly because I have commitment issues. Oh, you and me both, mate. A lot of the times I want to play something, my friends are online tell me to join. More like bully. Yeah, my mods are bullies. We're gonna start playing a new game soon. You won't believe what it is. You won't believe it. Yo, Nick Shanes, good morning. How are you? Dragon Pact, thank you so much again for that raid. I don't know if I already said, but I'm not a morning person, so I'm not really like very sharp or with it or at my best. So I'm just kind of like diving in and just doing my drawing. Please don't feel that I'm not very pleased to see you. Ponchi, thank you very much for saying, by the way. It's about 4 AM. Yikes. Happy Sunday night in that case. Happy Sunday, friends. Let's get back to vibing. Arsex. Yo, what's up? Welcome on in. It's nearly 7 AM for BBW. Yo. Wait, are you guys... Wait, is everyone woken up early? No, everyone's still awake from last night. We only have, like, degens in chat, even though I'm such a wholesome, trustworthy, good guy with a heart of gold and a soul of love. All you people are filthy degens. I forget. Not that I'm here to judge. Let's put this layer up here next to these ones. And then I'm going to just go over all of this stuff as well, just so it's all one great big piece. Of a piece, you could say. Opacity can go back down. I kind of miss having that half keyboard from that Huey on key dial now. They just need to make a tablet, which is a tablet right in the middle, and it's just got one half. Do you know when they have those keyboards that are split in half for touch typing? They should just have that, except there's just a big tablet in the middle. And then I'd never have to get up out of bed ever again. Bluetooth wireless, obviously. And then you could use it right or left-handed. Maybe. I don't know if that would work for left-handed people. I'm on a JoJo binge. I've just started a gold run. Reiku, is that the one where it's Giorno? I'm watching the Giorno one at the moment. Quite enjoying it. I can't quite remember where I am. I think they've just gotten off of the train. And some guy's trying to fight them long range with a computer program that's born from having a very quick relationship with a woman based on her stats and blood type. Usual JoJo weirdness. Can you tell your backstory a bit, like how you got to drawing? Nick Shanes. Well, my mother's an artist and was an artist and a potter and an art teacher. So, drawing has always been in the family. So I took art at school. And it was borderline useless. I treated my art lessons like they were a big DOS. And in my 2 years of A-levels, I spent the first year skipping art and doing other stuff in tech class. And so they made me sign a contract saying that I promised that I was going to turn up to school in my second year and attend the art class. And I had to do 2 years of work in a single year. I had to take both my AS levels and my A-levels all together, whilst everybody else only had to do half of it. So I was doing six modules instead of 3. And I hate to yank my own wang in front of chat, but I got the highest grade. I did my entire art course in a single year. And when the examining board came in, I got the highest grade. I got, like, some other people got A's, but mine was, like, statistically the best one. Oh, I enjoyed rubbing that in people's faces. I had to get my art teacher a bottle of wine, though, to say thank you for not expelling me. Thank you for making me sign a contract to stay, as opposed to just kicking me out. However, no biggie, because everything I learnt in school regarding art was absolutely useless. I didn't do anything with it. And then, in my late 20s, in my office job life, I eventually started YouTubing. I was looking for a hobby that could keep me inside more, so I could keep an eye on my mum, because she wasn't getting very well at the time. So I tried playing games on YouTube, because I'd only just heard about this thing from someone at work. And then I did some drawing videos on YouTube, and that got a lot of traction. And I was like, yeah, I love drawing. Maybe I should get back into drawing some more. And I did. And here we are. That's the really, really short version. I hope that makes some sense. Thanks for asking. Good morning, Armpit Lover. How you doing? Armpit, I love how you've gone from somebody with a very suspicious name all the way round to, oh yeah, he's really friendly. He's one of the mods over on another channel. That was a real underdog story, Armpit Lover. My understanding of who you were as a person. How are you, man? I've got my aircon turned on and turned TF up. Big aircon flex. So yeah, I'm okay. It's the same everywhere. It's memorable. Wake up, Mikey! Your socks are untied! Mr. Cynical. Don't, you're giving me flashbacks of like having horrible dreams about being at university still. Oh, my coursework. Oh, shit, I'm failing my coursework. Oh, I've got to submit my stuff for uni. Oh my god, oh my god. And then I wake up and I'm just like, oh no god, I'm an adult. I don't go to school anymore. Oh, thank god. Thank god I'm actually a grown man. None of that stuff actually happens. Ah. Whew. Okay. I think we're almost there. I'm terrified that this is still completely wrong, but I'm gonna take what I can get for the moment. This is almost right, but it's still a little bit wonky. Some of these guidelines I might keep because they're just keeping the shape a bit better. Why even join the army? The sun's shining. Wait, what? Stay hydrated. Yo, Bonji, good shout. Have some tea. Tommy says, Mikey, how many years have you been on YouTube now? Is it 10 years? I found you when I started to learn to draw in 2014 when I was 18. Let me just say thank you. No, thank you. Your videos literally gave me a purpose back then. I was battling stress-induced insomnia after I failed my SEAL Challenge contract by 3 points. Your videos taught me to never give up. Yo! And helped me unlock talent I would have never have known I had. So thank you, Mikey, from the bottom of my heart. Oh, Tommy, that's fucking nuts. It's a really heartfelt message, man. Hey. I'm undermining it with a sound effect. It's Army. Hey, dude. Thank you so much for saying that. Yeah, much love to you, man. No worries. Look at you now. Look at you now, Atari. Look how far you've come. With a little bit of help from me. No, I'm kidding. Oh, dude, hey. That's fucking dope, man. Thank you very much. When did I start YouTubing? I like to say I did it about... I've been doing it for about 4 or 5 years. But I think I was saying that about 4 or 5 years ago. So... yeah, I'm in my late 30s. I started YouTubing in my late 20s. Fuck! Oh, okay. Actually, Tommy, I don't like your message after all. You've just reminded me how old I'm getting. Tommy, that's not a nice message. That's a double-edged sword, Tommy. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, I think I would have preferred it if you just kept quiet. Shit. No, I'm only kidding. Bless your heart, Tommy. I'm trying to work out what these are. I have no idea. I don't even know which layers I'm eventually turning off. Okay, we need to work out what's going on with Ghosty Boy. And then I'll work out... then we'll turn off some layers. And then I'll work out what's going on with the rest of that business. Let's give this a save. Oh, I never saved any, flats and stuff. One quick sec, guys. Let me, let me try something. Export this. Let's go to our Elvenheim Dumplings page. And we'll call it DK001. Dumpling Night, not Donkey Kong. And then we'll turn off this. We'll turn these back on. Call that DK02. And now I'm going to undo everything all the way back to when I deleted all those layers. Probably not the smartest way to do something. It's a little bit risky. Okay, great. Let's just save that again. DK03. Thanks for asking. Yeah. Yay. Art is really my life. Who honestly cares about age? Or the police do. Have you seen how young I like my girlfriends? Mate. Borderline on a register over here. No, these are jokes. Who cares about age? Well, her parents, for a start. What else have we got? Mikey, I just went all the way down to your YouTube videos. Do you want to know how long? Oh, Artsy Wolfie, don't tell me. No, okay, go on. What's my oldest YouTube video, Artsy Wolfie? Like, some of my first ever stuff was like 10 subscriber shout out video, 50 subscriber shout out video, and trying to do Let's Plays of Bioshock Infinite. 8 years, traditional art. Ooh, I'll take it. I must have privated the first old stuff. 8 years working on traditional. Yeah, I did studies of Inoue Tekihiko stuff with ink back then. It was a different time. Chaos Shinobi. Mikey, when you make different layers, how do you justify which parts of a line art should be on what layer? Oh, easy. If I think there's a large enough chance, Chaos Shinobi, that whatever line I'm about to draw is going to be not just wrong, but it's also going to overlap another line and be a real bitch to kind of erase, then I'll stick it on a new layer for that reason alone. That's all it takes for my prerogatives. I use new layers so that whatever I attempt on that layer doesn't screw up the rest of my drawing. Am I shouting? I'm so sorry. You guys can hear me just fine. Also, I've been kind of guesstimating the isometric on this. We just kind of drew it a bit raw. So I'm going to have to apply a little bit of a stricter grid maybe when we're doing the background and the environment. Vagabond inking time-lapse. Study number 1, mikeymegamega. Artsy Wolfie, thank you for having a look. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, Naru Michael, I think it goes back a little bit further. But I'm going to say 8 for reasons of me feeling young at heart. All jokes aside, I shit you not, Nagasaki shared on Twitter a picture of her when she was 18. She was like, oh, blah, 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 here's me with my oldest BFF. Here's 18-year-old Nagi. And I assume this just happened. The older I get, the older I expect other people to be, if that makes sense. Because, like, I remember, like, going into the pub in my mid-30s, or my early to mid-30s, going to the pub with my mates, and there was just actual children in the pub. There was, like, 14-year-old kids. And I was like, what the fuck are all these kids getting? How the hell are these kids getting served? And then, like, it turned out there was some of my friends, like, younger sisters and stuff, like, and her mates. And they weren't even 18. They were, like, 20. I was just like, what? So Nagi shared a picture of herself when she was 18. And I'm just like, I looked at that picture and I was like, I see a 12-year-old kid. I'm not kidding. So, like, whenever you see, like, whenever you, like, on Pornhub or something, it's just like, ooh, fresh off the train, hot young 18-year-olds and all that sort of stuff, you know, barely legal. It turns out the hot young 18-year-olds that I think about in my head are actually women in their mid-20s. That's actually my idea of, like, whoa, yo, check out that hot young girl over there. Mate, she's 25. She's a grown adult, and I'm just like, oh, good timing, Spa. Yo, Spa, welcome on in. Welcome. Spa, I was just talking about how old I am, and how, now I'm not an ageist, everybody is welcome here, everybody is welcome. But I was just talking about, from my perspective, 18-year-olds to me kind of look like kids. And what I used to think were 18-year-olds are actually ladies in their mid-20s. I think I'm just getting really old. I was, I had my first, I was slightly attracted to a lady in a TV show, and she was my first ever grey-haired crush. I was like, I'm kind of into that character, and I was like, oh, is she my first silver-haired fox that I've crushed on in a TV? I'm old too, Spa. Well, you're wise with years, Spa, and you wear it rather handsomely. Guys, you delicious people, welcome on in. It's lovely to see you. My name is Mikey. I'm an illustrator from England. I am not a daytime person, so I'm not at my finest right now, but I'm very pleased to see you. We're working on a little dumpling night. She's a spirit slinger. We've come up with this at random. She has like a Faraday cage containing a ghost, and her combat tactic is she just mashes the cage at the enemy, and she lets the ghost do all of the work. Guys, at my end, make sure you're following Spar. Spar is a hardcore Sea of Thieves player. He also plays a few other stuff like No Man's Sky. Spar, Psyker, and another person whose name I'm forgetting, but was also super fucking friendly. Spar, Psyker, and this other person all came and joined us when we did No Man's Sky ages ago, and I've been fans of them ever since. Welcome on in. Lovely to have you guys. The cage does enough work. Yeah, it just needs to hold them in. Let us see the cornrows, Muay Thai Rebel. Are you going through my Facebook history? I think I'm getting stalked by chat. Mate, I haven't worn cornrows in like a million years. What's the character you're drawing? Well, elf. Basically, we came up with a new species. For any of you guys who are into your Lord of the Rings and fantasy characters, we came up with a species which is halfway between a hobbit and a high elf. So they're really thick short stacks. So we've called them dumplings. And so we had like a sketch sheet to do ABC. Bear with, I'll show you a thing really quickly. We had a sketch sheet of. Here we go. Here's an example of a dumpling beast tamer and a dumpling priestess. So basically, their head height is coming up to around about the hips of your average 6 foot tall kind of guy. So they're real shorties, but they're really open-minded and chill and relaxed. And because they're half hobbit, half elves, they're not as racist as the elves. They're super open-minded and like therefore can access a slightly wider range of magics as a result. Now they're not very militarily inclined, so it's very unusual to have a dumpling knight. She might be working for a different army. So instead of her being like physically hacking with a sword, we were like, okay, she's got a cage with a ghost in it, and she just lets the ghost do the work. She just jabs it at people. I rarely hear people say England these days. Most of the time it's UK or Britain. Patel. Oh, well, hey, don't worry, I'm not anti-British. Man, do you want to know what I hate? The Scottish and the Welsh. And the Northern Irish. No, I'm kidding, obviously. Yeah. Actually, to be fair, there's a lot of people in Northern Ireland who don't want to be part of Britain. So I have to respect that. Yeah, no, Britain, I mean. I'm a British streamer. There we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Shout out for Nell. Can we have another shout out for Spar, please? Spar, I know you've got to go and live your life, and it's crazy something o'clock for you guys in America. But lovely to have you pop over. I'm sorry I'm just so tired. But hey. I wasn't calling you out. Okay. I thought maybe I'd accidentally been really insensitive. If I'm rude on purpose and it rubs people the wrong way, I don't care. But if I'm rude by accident and I don't realise I'm doing it, like, I'll be the first one to apologise. I don't want to come across as really, really rude unless I intend to. And I usually don't intend to, because being mean makes me feel bad. Never say never, though. It's only 7 a.m. Much love. Right back at you, Spar. So what were you doing today? I don't know if... Dude, I appreciate you might just be closing down your setup and getting ready for bed or whatever. But how was your stream, man? What are you up to? Last time I was lurking in your vibe, you were... Wait, you were getting pursued out of nowhere. And so, like, half your team had to suddenly drop sails. And then you were launching yourself... Wait, can you launch yourself either out of or with a cannon? Like, I'm assuming you, like, your character has a cannonball with a chain that you hold on to or something. But, like, how to put it? I've seen somebody else play Sea of Thieves, and I would describe it as, oh, look, it's a really cute, relaxing pirate game where you're on the open ocean and everybody kind of, you know, wanders around and looks for treasure and just chills out. You were playing Sea of Thieves, and it was like a split-second decision timing 100 miles a minute adventure. The moment you're in opponent territory, you did like a triangle flank attack by cannoning yourself off sideways to a port. I was like, oh, okay. I think this is the difference between hardcore players versus casuals. I was learning a lot. Not sure how much I love this. When I put some colour on this, all this line inequality will no longer be such a big deal for me, but I can feel how this curve is lumpy and I'm... When was the last time you played No Man's Sky? Oh, it's been a long road getting from there to here. Dude, I was actually considering playing it again relatively soon. It's been ages. So what happened is I was really enjoying it, and I was slowly like doing the basics of my base. I'm more of a fly around in space guy than a base guy. And then Staz was like, oh, go in the black hole. Why don't you fly into the black hole? So I flew in the black hole, and it spat me out on the other side of the galactic rim. And so, like, I had this area between a few star systems where I had a nice base, and I had, like, a planet that was relatively good for farming. It was full of graviton orbs, except it was also full of evil robots. And then I just ended up on the other side. Yeah, Staz, there you are, you little... And then I ended up on the other side of the galaxy, and I was just like, ah. Ah. However, we saw some more trailers for the latest No Man's Sky update, and it looks even more wild and even more aggressive with even larger monsters in some of the planets. So I'm going to have to get back into it soon because I've really enjoyed playing that game. The problem is I keep watching videos of people playing Starship Citizen. And if you like that game, that's great because I'm super curious about it. But whenever I see Starship Citizen, I'm just like, oh my god. Those spaceships look so cool. I want to play that. It looks really immersive. I've got a joystick. Enough about me though. I've also got like a Hotus Logitech flight stick. And then I actually watch people play the game and I'm just like, oh man, this is kind of real. And it's just people having to work really hard to pay off their bounties or get minerals or just afford enough fuel for their ships. And I'm just like, wait a minute, do I want to play this? Is that how I want to spend my time? Okay, guys, we've got to work out this ghost. So, there's like a ghost motif here. A big one-eyed ghoul. So we need to match that somehow. I might actually start off with a sphere. And then we can work from here. I'm listening to you whilst I'm coding. Oh, you're so cool now, Staz. Clackety clack she is. Clickety clickety clack clack. Do you mind me asking what kind of language you're coding in? I'm looking forward to Starfield. Fingers crossed it's as good as it looks. Oh, wait, hasn't that one been in development for ages? I also am looking forward to that. I want to play a joystick game. I got my joystick because I thought it would work with No Man's Sky. And it turns out No Man's Sky is not joystick compatible. It blows my mind. I'd love to play with you. Oh, yeah, because I'm online. Spa, I'm so used to playing stuff on the PlayStation. I don't have like a battle pass or whatever. A subscription. But I play No Man's Sky on my computer. Yeah, dude, if you're ever... if we can ever line something up... Hey! I'll do some trading with Spa. Defo. One day we'll be able to trade in a riot point for food. Is that a positive thing? A riot point? I'm assuming that's good news, right? Yeah, sounds good, sounds good. My friend said it came out exactly what he expected. Oh, Star Citizen, yeah. Sorry, Starship Citizen, I think was its launch name. Well, what did he expect? Like, what were those expectations? Tell me more. Like, does he have a car? Tell me more, tell me more. Did she put up a fight? Can't really get away with that these days, can you? I love No Man's Sky. It's a great game. Yeah. What really did it for me is the fact that we watched the documentary about it before we started playing, or like just around the time we first started, the Ingoodening. And it's so weird to see a feel-good story where at the end of a feel-good story, you get to play it. And yeah, I love the design language. I love all the big chunky shapes. Yeah, it just works for me. I like No Man's Sky vibe very much. I'm doing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Oh yes, that's awesome. He expected Starfield to be a space version of Fallout, and it did. Oh, Starfield. Oh, I've seen somebody play that. We get a shout out for a Natalisi or Natalie C, all one word, I think. I was watching an Aussie streamer play that game, I think, and I think I saw enough of her playing it, but I realised I probably won't play it myself. If I'm thinking of the right game, that is. Not launched yet. Okay, what am I thinking of then? I don't know, Mikey. I wasn't there. No, no excuses. What game am I thinking of? Okay, that's coming out next year. Sorry, I was eating, but I'm 1,000% out. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Look after yourself, bruv. Yeah, yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, yeah, but yeah. Dude, it's not gonna happen immediately because I need to. God damn it! Am I even enjoying Elden Ring? I need to wrap up Elden Ring, and I'm gonna start doing a Final Fantasy marathon soon, which I'm really excited about. So I'm gonna try to go back into my regular slots where I have some kind of action game, a horror game in the evenings, but also some RPGs that we can play all weekend and stuff. Now, sometimes that's easier said than done, because also I have to make, videos all the time. There's so many awesome games out there. I really am juiced up to play them. Do I give him a little mouth? I could make the eye smaller like I did with this one. Let's do a big eye version and a smaller eye version with a little gob. Meo heyato. Yo. Koko e yokuzo. Do desu ka? What's good? What's good? Yeah, let's come out and around a bit more. I'm using an iPad Pro with Clip Studio Paint and an Apple Pencil. I can't seem to get good pen pressure spots. Does anybody have any tips? Naraka, I'm so sorry. I don't have any experience with either the hardware or the software, sadly. We get a shout out for oh god, I want to call her Porcelain Rat. Can we get a shout out for Ink of Violet? She uses an iPad. I think she uses it with Procreate though, however. Just trying to think if I know any of other streamers who do that combo. I don't know if this ghost is a little bit translucent, but for the moment I'm going to just erase the background lines. Most of them, at least. Oh shit. That one's a foreground, don't judge me. I need to merge almost all of these layers together, but I need to keep one separate ghost and one separate cage. That's why I'm kind of duplicating whilst I'm erasing. But I just need to work out where they are so that I don't flatten it all, over flatten. Also, thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. Welcome to the I'm trying to work out what geometry is live stream. Where does everything go? I'm feeling like Inception because I'm watching you whilst drawing. Yo! Dryad Zyad. Zyax? Yo, nice name. How you doing, man? Welcome on in. I'm a little bit of a sleepy boy. I'm a bit more of an evening streamer than a daytime one, but thank you very much for joining me in this daytime. I hope the day is going well. We're doing a dumpling night until that dumpling feels all right. We've got most of the ideas down, but we just need to actually, you know, peel back. Don't hesitate. 8 out of 8. Great debate. Welcome on into the stream. Yo, destroy SC. What does SC stand for? Destroy. Destroy. Yo, thank you very much for that delicious tier 1 sub. How the devil are you doing? Destroy. I don't know if you're aware of this, but my way of saying thank you to subscribers is that you can now download my art for free in Discord, including this when she's eventually done. So hey, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, some of these lines are getting a little bit deleted too much. Again, once I start colouring, this will be less of a big deal. Like, you can see all these overlap in this harsher area. We'll be alright. I can always paint over it in the end. Okay, so we've got Eyeball Ghosty. I decided not to go over mouth after all for the moment. Now we need to actually work out what's going on isographically. Sorry. My aircon's on, so it's giving me a really dry throat. I'm not ill. Kalukonzi, hello dude. Does it a fantasy race really called Dumpling, or you created it? Oh, Fossil, I created it. So yeah, oh yeah, I've come up with this myself, Fossil. Now, I am a safe for work illustrator, and you'll never see me draw a nipple on any platform. However, on Patreon, I'm starting to branch into more adult topics. So I'm making a fantasy doujin set in the Elvenheim Kingdom. Spoiler alert, it does not go well for the elves. And so I wanted like a race of like really hot short stacks that were really thick. So we've come up with a race of half elf, like basically they've descended from high elves and halflings. So now we have a race of dumplings. It's the mikeymegamega short stack smashable crew. It's super attractive. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. How you doing, Kalukonzi? Not too bad. I'm very sleepy. You might have noticed. Let's save a flat layer. But there's only 2 things I must get done today, and one of them is illustrating this until we've completed all of the line work and ideally done our colour flats and worked out, not necessarily coloured it in, but worked out the flat colour scheme. If I can get that done by tonight, then we can finish this tomorrow, and I can also get another tutorial done. So I'm starting very early today. So that's why I look like I'm about to cry all the time. But like, other than the fact that I'm moaning about being tired, I'm a very happy chap. You just can't tell because I'm so sleepy. But I can't complain about life. I've got an air conditioning unit, and not everybody in England can say that. So I'm feeling pretty. I'm feeling pretty grateful for the aircon. I'm pretty fortunate. How are you? Are you a fan of In Case? I am a fan of In Case. Mate, I don't want to see a goblin unless In Case is drawing it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, In Case draws a lot of halflings. So I'm trying to make sure all these kind of ideas are my own, so to speak. So mine are like, my characters are quite a lot thicker than In Case's, I think. But the artwork's great. Okay, I'm going to go on another wee break. I'm going to actually have a little stretch, and I'm going to make another cup of tea. You're very, very patient. I'll be right back, and I'll see you guys very, very shortly. Guys, we're going to work on an environment. I don't know if they're going to be on the battlements of a castle, with a big cloudy sky background, or if they're going to be in some kind of dungeon or armory room with loads of weapons, or try to do some kind of weapons armory room so we can put loads of fun items in here with a giant gaping window onto a big cloudy background. The theme being that I kind of want everything to be lots of dark purples contrasted with like bright warm orange sunset tones. I don't know if we're going to go for it, but that's what's vaguely in the back of my head. Oh, I never finished her arm after we moved the majigger. Alright, let's worry about this in a minute. Great opportunity for a stretch, everybody. Glitchbun! Glitchbun, I was in your stream earlier having a lurk this morning. How are you getting on? You were borderline deadlocked in a magic match. You had your focus face on, Glitch. This is you in the stream and the camera. You're like here. Your head was popping up on the stream about that much. You were clearly focusing very, very hard. Yeah, I hope your matches went well, dude. And hey, lovely to see you. I know it's very rare that we touch bases, but just like time zones, obviously. But I'm a massive fan of yours, dude. Okay, guys, that being said, I'm so excited to see you that I'm leaving. I'm going to go for a wee. I'll be back in a minute. Go have a stretch, everyone. Oh, everyone go follow Glitchbun, please. I met her once in Berlin. Best day. She had a really fucking cool dress on. Yo, thank you for waiting. Now I'm feeling very fortunate because just walking out of this room. So what happens on my house is that in the morning the sun shines on the back, and it's usually no big deal. And by the late afternoon, it's the sun shines on the front, which is where my studio is, and that's when it gets pumping hot. However, it's so hot today that I went downstairs into the kitchen in the back, and the whole back of my house is like an oven. It's insanely hot. And it's not even like we've got a couple of hours before we hit peak heat. So I'm loving my AC. I'm up in this room just like, yo, sweet, sweet aircon. Good shapeosity. Hey guys. Time to draw all day. Absolutely draw and chill. Oh, I guess it's because of his accent. Wait, what did I do? Europe is beautiful. I hope you get to go. Oh, Glitch was still here. Bless her sweetheart. I thought she had to go. Mikey's from the UK. Yes, I am. Yay for me. Yay for England. I'm living like a vampire for the next few days. I don't want anything to do with the sun. Jaffias, that's what I usually do as well. I'm just going to have some malwam. When it's really hot in England, I just slip into American hours. Just because it's easier. Nothing worse than spending a day lying on your bed with no sheets, sweating. Trying to be as still as possible and trying to fall asleep in the sweaty heat nightmare. Alright, back to work. There's only so many cold showers you can take in a day before it's just getting silly. Oh, Nara. I'm a step ahead of you. I drink hot tea. When the weather's really hot, spoiler alert, also when it's cold, I constantly have loads of hot cups of tea. I'm just brewing this one right now. Yeah, rainy days are definitely better. Yeah. A miserable rainy day when you know you don't have to go outside and you've got plenty of shopping in the fridge. I love reading a book on a bad day. Naraka, exclamation mark T. Yeah, Nico. I'm not going to give you any numbers, Nico. Because number one, anyone in Europe is going to be like, we've had that all week. What are you talking about? Anyone in Australia is going to tell me to shut up. Sorry, I'm just chewing my delicious taffy. Shall I go back to bed? No, one sec. Let me just sort some stuff real quick. Yeah, but what if I did go to bed? No, I won't. But okay, back to work. Checking mid Twitters. Oh, I'm not locked in chat. Understandable. Yeah, understandable. I don't want to talk big and then have to back it up with figures. Yo, okay, so what we're gonna do, let's start recording. Is we're just gonna, before we start filling up this page, we are going to have a little talk about our isometric life. Rocco's isometric life. Rocco's isometric world. Now, this doesn't have to be legally isometric, but it does have to match our character so far. Which I say is a little bit of this. Oh, by the way, I was moaning about the line tool not being drag and drop in Photoshop the other day, and then I dragged and dropped it. Just to clarify, because I was a little confused, it's not the line tool not being able to drag and drop that pisses me off with Photoshop. It's the brush tool or the pencil tool. In Clip Studio Paint, you can be drawing a line with a textured brush, and then you can hold and drag that line out into a straight line, just like this. So you can basically do this, get your angle before you place it and your distance, but you can do this from the brush mode, so that the line is the brush texture, as opposed to a smart object. That's what I was complaining about in Photoshop. That feels about right, doesn't it? So what I'm doing is we're going to have this in the background. And then that will be our guide. So wherever I'm drawing something, we'll slide this up and down. And that will be our... Feels a bit extreme for up here. That feels okay. That's the thing about isometric stuff, I guess. Like, the higher you go, the weirder it feels. Because I feel like that we should be having some kind of horizon line up here. So that the higher we go, the shallower the angle should become. I might still do that. But if I do... We'll work it out later. Yeah, I might shallow... one sec. I mean, that's dangerous territory, but I'm kind of tempted. It just feels like it works a bit better. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? Some very faint orange lines going on here, but in my head, there's something happening. However, we need to be really careful where everything is. Before I continue, I'm just going to try to tidy up my lines a little bit, my layers. All this is fine, because this is sketch stuff. And then after here is when we start doing things. Why do you use Photoshop instead of Clip Studio Paint? I'm just really, really used to it. I'm just used to Photoshop. I want to use Clip Studio, especially for making black and white manga. Especially for that. But I haven't got round to sinking my teeth in yet. It's purely time. It's not preference, it's time. Also, thanks for the follow. Okay, right. Time to reinforce these lines and... draw the rest of the armor in, right here. Hello, thank you for following. Bear with, I'm just going to get really loose and rough again. I just want to think about a piece of carpet or floor here. She could be guarding a doorway at the top of a flight of stairs. Like, I want to make use of the isometric to have stuff, but I also want some nice walls. Rubber Swan. Reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics. Yo, cheers. I'll take that. Some pretty cute character design in that. Zevia. Yes, there's also Boober as well. My cute character design comes with boobage. Don't hate. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And the player. Who loves the game. Yipak, thank you very much for saying. Yipak, I've got a long way to go, but thank you very much for saying that. I'm not sure if I like this environment, but we're still exploring. I like it more if there's a double archway, actually. So that we're seeing out through this window and out through that window through that arch. The main point being, if there's loads of like golden sunset clouds out this window, like we're high up somewhere, I can still have the inside of this arch being all really dark stone, so that the ghost glows and pops against the stone nicely. In theory. Easier said than done. But I also want stuff. I want like... kind of wanted like a sword rack or an armory or something. Like, what would go here? A chest. Yo, Mikey, can I get a quick crit on an elven character? Yeah, yo, as long as it's safe for work, dude, I'll hit you up with a permo. Permo Patronum? Yeah, whenever you're ready, man. Oh. So, this inside idea still has legs, but not 100% sure if we're going to commit. I don't want to sneak some swords in here, but I've got no surface areas to put swords on that are, that are worth fitting swords in. Hey Michael, how you doing, man? Welcome to our very quiet daytime vibe. How are you? Oh, fucking hell. Yo, I really like the attitude and energy coming off of her. I'd have a think about where that ear's coming from. The ear itself is pretty popping. There's a lot of cartilage and shape. Feels like it's coming out of this part of her face, as opposed to back up here. But then again, you can put anatomy wherever you want. I'm not your dad. I like all this muted tones as well. All those purples. Doing good, how about you? Yeah, I can't complain. I'm a sleepy boy, but I'm a happy one. I want her to be on some lovely carpet. But I've kind of pushed everything back, so the carpet's a bit behind her. Can I get a way of moving all of this? Yeah, if I did that, if I moved it out here, what does that say about... What does that say about society? It means that we could fit a sword on a sword rack. Only half of one, but enough to give an idea. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Good afternoon and or evening. Probably want something right in the foreground would be nice. Maybe some pot plants. Let's see. Okay, let's push this down. These aren't our finals or anything, but let's just start having a go at these shapes. Hello. Probably better if I distort a sphere to get this curve. We'll worry about that in a moment. Let's hold to the middle one. I'm just gonna get one because I've done some It's not strictly isometric. I'm just gonna give this one a different title. I for ISO. Do not tell anyone I did that. This one's a bit shallower. No. I'll take it back. We're doing the bottom one. Could be damned. Yeah, let's use this as some guides. That feels right. Just doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna rearrange this. This doesn't quite feel like it. Like, this one feels great. We love this one. Very popular. This one does not. Doesn't have to be perfectly isometric, but I'm not even sure if that's travelled enough. Yeah, it totally isn't. Okay. We're learning a lot today, guys. I guess, wait, does isometric have to be perfectly... I thought you could have isometric with uneven angles. But I feel like this has to be perfectly even, otherwise it just feels wrong. I might just duplicate this layer and flip it. One sec. You guys might have known this all along. You guys might just be like, Mikey, that's one of the cardinal rules of isometric drawing. that the right one? Hey. Hey, Jay Wallace. No, thank you for all the great support. Holy hell. Jay Wallace, thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Eye line, shoulder line, boob line, knee line, kind of. Yeah. This is the metric. The isometric. It's that. Okay, so in that case, bear with guys, I have to make my own guides and stuff because Photoshop either I don't know how to make it happen in Photoshop or Photoshop doesn't come with it. It's not like Clip Studio. Could say it was originally designed for manipulating photos and not actual pure artwork. Best to practice, eh? Ramen Golem, yeah. Well, Ramen, this is my live practice session. Excuse me picking my nose. I practice live on Twitch and I force you guys to teach me stuff and sit through my miseries. So welcome on in, feel good stream. Welcome to Misery Time with mikeymegamega. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. Okay, now that I've done this, everything else should be easier. I just need to keep going between this layer and my guide layer. So let's do these two together. So that I can flit between once and the other. Oh, wow. That archway is way more arched. Oh, shit. Come back to that, shall we? I think it feels so wrong because of just the other stuff that I've got in here so far. How deep is this? How deep is your love? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a sphere, right? And then I'm going to skew the sphere. Question mark. From here to here, I have a sphere. And all I need to do, give it a bit of bump. Nope. Give it a bit of bump. Yep. And then do the skew. Yeah. Alright, let's make it a bit more circular before I skew it. It's coming out crazy flat. Also, thank you for the follow. Black hole has come to infect my drawing. All the way to the edge of a galactic rim. I. Explorer Mega Mega. Dream Weaver. True Believer. Let's just make a perfect circle using shift and and then do it. Yeah, one sec. I like geometry, but it doesn't mean I'm good at it. Okay, we're going to do that. Just straight away, just make a normal circle this time. It's probably way more normal to do it like this. Now skew. Perfect. Have I still done that wrong? It feels like it's falling over. I wonder if I should be using perspective warp tool instead, like the transform warp tool. Yeah, maybe. Let's just do this for the moment. Photoshop's frozen. Give that a sec. Rubber Swan. I wish I was using Blender right now to help me with 3D. No Rubber Swan. That's actually on my to-do list of things to make me a better illustrator. That is on my list. I promise. To one day, very, very soon. I haven't been talking about this for the last 3 years, I promise. I promised you. Flitting back between those layers is a bit annoying. This is definitely a job for lazy Nezumi, isn't it? Everything that I'm doing right now, someone like Michael Denicola would be doing in a flash, thanks to being smart enough to just use some software that's actually going to help. Like me. Too stubborn. I have made a very bad ruler in Photoshop, and therefore I will use it. Oh, cheers, dude. Hey, Cara, Animosity. How you doing? Welcome on in. I'm reserving judgment at the moment, guys. I'm not 100% sure if I like the strictly isometric feeling, or it might be that I haven't really gone for very good angles. I'm going to build up the rest of the basics of this scene, because I feel like some of the layers underneath, at their different angles, are skewing what I think is right and wrong. So when I get rid of those layers, this might feel a bit more sultry. But until then... Fuck's sakes. Keep drawing on the wrong fucking layer. Mikey, why don't you duplicate that grid and put loads of it so that you don't have to keep dragging one copy around? Good question. Do you reckon there's an isometric ruler lock function in Photoshop? Yo, have a good day at work, Artsy Wolfie. Look after yourself. Naraka, you're a wrong layer kind of person as well. I feel heard, thank you. I feel among my people. Again. There probably is. But I have trouble finding stuff. It's all complicated. Dude. Gabriel, I just went through the most absurd date of my life. The girl really wanted me to sleep at her house. I was like, okay. But when I was actually there, she got cold feet, so we didn't do anything. Then she got a call from her mum saying that she needs to go immediately, so I had to go home. Luckily, I still had a bus coming, or I would have had the bus leave right in front of my eyes. My house is 20 kilometers away. I tried hitchhiking for half an hour, but no one picked me up. Oh God, Gabriel. Welcome on home. Jesus, I'm sorry that was such a weird one. I mean, I'm assuming the call from her mum is this standard emergency thing. You know, when a girl goes on a date, they get a call from their mum or friend, and if the date's going well, they're just checking up, and if the date's going badly, it's an emergency. But it's weird that she'd get you all the way back to her house and then change her mind. Some of my friends went travelling, and some girls were really, really keen on them when they're in South America. And when they got back to the girls' apartments, they were like in this complex in two separate rooms. They both suddenly got really cold feet, but didn't want them to leave. And eventually, my mates who were just like, "Okay, well, something's weird. Let's just call it a night." These girls clearly aren't into us, even though they got us all the way home. So they left sooner than the girls expected them to leave. And as they were leaving out, two massive cars pulled up, full of people, full of guys, who all charged into the building afterwards. And my mates, because my mates were walking out, it just didn't quite clock with the guys that they might be the targets. So my mates walked out, walked around the corner really slowly and normally, and then when they got round a far corner out of line of sight, they sprinted for a main road and hailed a taxi because they were like, they were literally like 10 minutes away from getting the shit beaten out of them and getting mugged. And it's just the fact that like they're relatively nice guys, so the fact that like they got all the way back to the flats and then all of a sudden the girls didn't want to sleep with them. It's not like they're gonna argue it. They were just like, oh, okay. Oh, it's a bit weird then. Oh shit, the vibe's dead. So one just kind of left and checked on the other one. It's like, yo, do you want to go? And the other one was just like, yeah, let's just leave. And they only realised what was happening when the cars pulled up or say were walking in the other direction. They were just like... Apparently when they got in a taxi, the taxi driver was just like, you don't want to be walking around here. It's really dangerous in this area. And they were just like, please take me to my hotel. One of my other mates got arrested, I think, that week. He ended up in jail for 24 hours. He said it was so hot. There was no air conditioning in South America. And it was, you know, in a South American prison. It was just a nightmare situation. Sounds like an In-Betweeners episode. Yeah, a little bit. I'm going to be honest, like, you've grown up in England, In-Betweeners is kind of funny, but it's also a little bit tame compared to, like, what shit you actually have to go through as a kid. Oh, one of them live streams, doesn't he? The guy who was the cocky one. He's a relatively chill, friendly dude. I think he got really depressed after the In-Betweeners stuff. He wasn't treated very well. And then he kind of came out of it a bit, and now he live streams and does loads of charity stuff. It's pretty cool. Thank you for the follow. By the way. Always. I'm always on the wrong layer. I'm always drawing directly on the layer that is the line. That is the spark to light the fire of a rebellion. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. My god, I hate isometrics, and isometrics hate you. Whoever is responsible for Final Fantasy Tactics, I hope they're dead. I hate this. What is this? God, stop doing stuff on that layer. Wait, which one of these? Why does this isometric layer have a thing on it? Okay. Okay, so let's put these two together. Okay. He streams, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't seen him on recently, to be fair. But he vibes on Twitch. Completed it, mate. That's his Twitch username. Twitch.tv/completed it, mate. Okay, now let's get rid of this layer below and see if that feels a bit more normal. Feels dead and empty and disgusting. Okay, let's keep working over that layer because without it, I suddenly feel sick. Let's put a little bit more into this first. What's the law of the cage? Ah, so essentially, this is like a Faraday cage. So these extra lumps, what a handsome question. These extra lumps are those big ceramic insulators you see in power stations and stuff. And all of this grip here is rubber. And so with like a Faraday cage situation, you can trap like ghosts and evil spirits. And because these little dumpling characters are quite short, they're not big physical fighters. So instead of wielding a sword... Oh, Tommy! Give in till I'm victorious, Tommy! Tommy Funko has just dropped 5 gift subs into the community again. Thank you, man. Jesus. Dude, we're just having a chill day stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're just relaxing, dude. We're just relaxing. Guys, the Tommy Funko has just dropped gift subs, landing on Pris Kamimi, La Dos Equis, Itziani, De Kioki, and Navaparta. All of you lovely people are now full-on citizens of the Megaverse and can download my art for free in Discord. My thank you back to subs. Itami, thank you so much. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your very, very kind, very, very raw from the heart message earlier. But Itami, you owe me nothing. You're very, very generous. And don't get me wrong, I bloody love you for it. But like, oh, thank you so much, dude. Alright, let's just chill. Thank you, Tommy. Yeah, thank you. Okay, now let's think about the carpet. Oh, anyway. So yeah, so what she does is she catches a ghost and she wields this thing, like it's not like a really, really cool magic weapon where she like holds it high and casts magic. Essentially, part of why she's wearing so much armor and has a shield is she's part of the front ranks. She runs in and she just smashes it into the enemy ranks like a big bludgeon weapon. The idea being that if she just shoves a ghost in a cage at the enemy enough, the ghost kind of like reaches out through the bars to do ghostly damage. Rawr! So it's kind of like spiritual slashing damage from the ghost, and she just repeatedly batters it into other people's business. Lados Equis, that's very handsome of you to say thank you to Atami. I like Lados. I like their vibe. Yeah, dude, download my art for free in Discord. It's like a Dark Souls weapon. Oh, thank you very much. Very cute. Thank you. Thank you, Kanye. What is it? No, thank you, Trump. Very cool. And then the carpet's down here. Hopefully this will make sense eventually. Let's just get this all roughed out. Mikey, when are you going to start your Ice Lolly arc this year? I don't think I've seen one on stream yet. Yeah, Kid Ludens. The Twisters. I've held off for Twisters. Now the thing is I have plenty of cheat days, so I should indeed bring them back. But I stopped buying them, dude, when I started dieting and watching my portion control. Like, Twisters are so full of sugar, but when it's hot, you have no idea how much sugar you're really eating just by having a load of Ice Lollies. I fucking love Twisters. Yeah, okay, soon. The short answer is soon. They will be making a comeback. All right, let's do some window vibe. Is that equidistance? Near enough. I still feel like I desperately want to warp and skew everything. I think no, the more we add items into this scene and break up all these lines, the less weird it's going to feel. I'm just so not used... this is pretty... Guys, this is almost the first and only time I've ever actually tried to draw a piece of isometric art. Short of having a character standing isometrically for a character sheet, this might be my first ISO enviro, which is why I'm bitching so loudly. You're so patient, guys. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I think the more we fill this up, the less weird I will feel about it. So we're going to keep going. Kalukonzi, I'm red. What's going on? Oh, take a sip. Yeah, good shout. It's because we believe. Man in blue denim, I'll see you. Thank you. I'll see you, son. Dark chocolate butler. Yo, thank you for saying. Merci beaucoup pour la. Like, I want to have some nice big chunky brickwork shapes. I don't want to have anything too small or fine. Like, nothing can be more fine or more detailed than, say, these little areas here. Do you see how here there's a bit of detail? There's a bit of... The lines get a bit close together here. And a little bit around here in the cage. As long as we don't exceed that confluence of lines, we can go up to it but not past it with all the shapes in the background. We can just keep filling this up. Here's our basic Maparoo. In fact, I'm going to save a flat. And we'll just keep building up from this. Okay, guys, I'm going to go for a wee and a stretch. Great opportunity for a 2-minute walk around. And just touch your toes or something. Show off to the neighbours. Oh, I'll be back. Oh, wait, has this character moved up and or down? One sec. I might have moved where she's standing in the composition without realising it. I'm just putting two images next to each other. No, she's pretty much where she was. Yeah, I thought I just screwed something up. But no, she's exactly where she was. Mikey, it's been a while since I've done anime art. Mind if I ask? Oh my god! You did a... oh no, I'm thinking of... I was thinking of the dude who did furry inflation art for a minute, Itami. It's been a while since I've done anime art. Mind if I ask for some advice? How's the anatomy so far? Let's go have a look. Let's go have a little chat. Have I stopped recording? I have. You picked a great time, Itami. I feel like to stop drawing, so this is a great opportunity to relax. So far, it's nice. It's smooth. Your line work feels like it's a little more consistently smooth as opposed to built up by a series of scratches. The chest to hip is nice. Don't forget the zone of the collarbones as you come down out from the shoulders. The head shape is okay, but you've got an open mouth without a jawline that seems to dictate an open mouth. Overall, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. But come on, you gotta get your working hat on, mate. You gotta have a go at full body, tip to top, start to finish. I don't care if it's wrong and it looks weird. Start doing it. Get it into your rhythm and your vibe. Do what I say, don't do what I do. Wait, what are we talking about? Yeah, so basically, guys, I'm going to go for a quick rest. I'll be 2 minutes. I'm just going to spend 2 minutes stretching, and then another 2 minutes, I'm just going to lie on the floor right next to my aircon unit for a little bit. But I've exposed myself so many times to my aircon, I should probably put a ring on it. Like, that air conditioning unit has seen some unflattering views of me, let's put it that way. Alright, kids, stay safe. Stay in school. BRB. Yeah, solid, Atabi, solid. Yo, I better chug a load of water. I came very close to falling asleep just then. Just lay in front of the aircon. It was the nicest thing in the world. Oh, hey, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna drink all of this, and hopefully that will keep me going. Ah, hey, Jess Felish, how you doing? I'm okay, thank you. I'm doing a day stream, and I'm not a day person, so I'm super sleepy and tired. But overall, we're getting there. Overall, just, just so sleepy. Uh, anyway, let me do this. Eli. Yeah. I didn't pay for this air conditioning unit so that I could keep quiet about it. I paid for aircon so that I can rub it in all y'all faces. Touch wood, it doesn't break. Oh, Jess, thank you so much. Right back at you. That was a very handsome thing of you to say. Oh, I think some people are stuck on an advert right now. Bless their hearts. Is aircon really rare in the UK? Yeah. It's super rare. Like, there are some like good businesses and offices that have AC built in. And obviously, a lot of high-rise buildings have aircon built into their air systems because obviously they have to have rotated air. But homes and private establishments, no. The last office job I had was like a relatively large office. There was like maybe 150, 200 people working there. And the main office floors, they didn't have aircon. In the middle of the summer, it was a nightmare. Everybody's desk just had this little desk fan. In summer, they'd go around and they'd give us all a desk fan that was like this big. So that it could circulate hot air into your face. Oh, thank you. Thank you. 10 out of 10 office space. Would go back. Having an actual unit. Oh, mate. Pretty much all places in the US do. Yeah. Most of the places in the US, you guys have better heat. Like, you have hotter weather. In the UK, we have really hard summers, but we have a hard summer for about a month. And so all of our homes are designed to trap heat during normal English weather. And then when that hard summer kicks in, it's just like nothing can cope. Oh, so people rarely buy aircon because once summer's over, you forget that it was miserable. And you forget all the way until the next summer. And then you're just like, fuck, why didn't I buy any aircon? A night watch. Quientero, how you doing? Yeah, not too far off. So we came up with this a bit at random. We're kind of working on some blobby background shapes. But I just wanted to do like a little dumpling night. And I started off with a giant mace. And then I decided for it to be like a cage with a creature. And then we went for a Faraday cage with a little ghost spirit. So we're getting there. But yeah, pretty much. I thought it was a big twitty dwarf. Well, Jess, you're pretty much spot on. Dumplings are similar in stature to dwarves. The dumpling race is basically my own race that I've made, where they're halfway between hobbits and elves, and they're just really thick and short stacked. So yeah, if you want to call it a dwarf, I don't mind. It's not, because they have different lineage and different magic. But you're not far off. What if I went to bed? Bear with, I'm just having a think about being asleep. Musical scissors, have a good look. Guys, I might, I'm sorry to tease you, but I might legit go for a nap. Last night we streamed not too late. So I went to bed about 12. But I had a horrible sleep because of the energy drink. So I didn't actually like fall unconscious until about 1 or 2 in the morning. And I woke up today at 6 o'clock. So I've had like 4.5 at best. 4.5 hours sleep. Which is probably why I made the silly decision to start streaming. I make my worst ideas when I'm barely awake. So we can come back on later tonight, guys, and actually continue to fill this in. But I think the best play for me personally right now is to actually have a bit of a nap and read a book. Zool! Thank you for the follow, Zool. Okay, guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to call it for this morning. It's been lovely catching some of the morning crowd and vibing with you guys. But I'm going to be back on a bit later. I definitely need to lie back down and just chill. And I'm going to come back to this. Now that we've got this, it's very wonky. I appreciate the lines are super wonk. But now that we've got this basic isometric feeling, we can start working from there. I'm still concerned about how good that isometric is, but we've kind of got to take what we can get. Maybe these lines need to be a little bit more... One second, where's my... Where are my shapes? I think this isometric line could do with possibly just a touch more tilt. Nipple to nipple, knee to knee, eye to eye, shoulder to shoulder. Maybe a tiny bit more, quite a bit deeper. But maybe just for the stairs, I might just start to get a little deeper from about here downwards. Just to give that nice feeling that we're kind of looking over. Because she's just slightly more turned around. She's coming around a little bit more than the rest of the isometrics of the room. Now, she can stand wherever she wants. She's an organic character. She doesn't have to be perfectly face on. But it's almost like you expect it at this point. We shall see, we shall see. There's plenty to play with, but I'll do it after a bit more sleep. Oh, you're going to make some Azure fan art? Azure Lane, yeah? Egyptian Iris, hey, how you doing? Romanstein, what is your opinion about 3D art and models? I like it for the most part. There's plenty of 3D garbage template art that you see with NFTs and stuff. Some of them look brilliant, some of them do not look brilliant. In terms of using 3D software to map out an environment, I love it. 3D software for animation? Sure. I'm not a big fan of 3D software for characters. I like, even if you're having like an anime that's got 3D monsters, 3D battles, 3D background characters, loads of dynamic action, the actual main characters, I still prefer 2D style cell animation style stuff. 3D characters that are just surface mapped to look two-dimensional, they move in a way that just doesn't look fun. It's all a bit flat and dead, and I'm not in love with it. Energy drinks are better in small dosages. I mix mine with iced tea. Quintero, I'm going to remember that for next time. Yeah, because I smashed quite a lot last night. And I stopped a long time before I went to bed, but that didn't help. Oh, Azula from Avatar. Oh, she's really well written. Okay. Romanstein, what about you? You a big 3D person? Guys, let's see who's on. Some of these people that I follow, I must have, like, I'm sure we raided them or something, or maybe they did art once. But a lot of the time I'm just like, who the hell are these people? I don't know who you are. I mean, I know who we're probably going to raid. There's an excellent streamer who I like is on. Let's go raid Liz. She's playing Mass Effect 2. I can't stay for too long because I've only played Mass Effect long. Mass Effect long? Yeah, oh my god, I do need a nap. I'm so tired. I've only played Mass Effect 1. But Liz is dope. LIZZ. /raid. Let's go say hi to Liz. I know most of you guys are asleep and you've just had me on a tab open, so bless your sweethearts. So there might be a few of us going in, but like there's about 5 of us that are actually conscious. But say hello to Liz. She's lovely. She's a big gaming streamer. She's currently working her way through Mass Effect. I will see you guys either later tonight after I've had a nap on this, or just a little bit further down the line. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. I always tweet before I go live. And we'll come back to our little isometric lady in a little while. Until then, guys, thank you so much for the subs, resubs, gift subs, and love, and really kind messages. Have yourselves a lovely day, and I will see you soon. Okay, guys, peace out. Take care.